thoughts are just appearances of imprints, reactional patterns. And the reason we are suffering is because we believe those thoughts. But we don't have to believe anything. I had a lot of very self-destructive thoughts in my life. I was never good enough for myself or for anybody else. My mind always wanted to be validated by others. It's normal. It's what every mind wants and does. It seeks for validation, attention. It seeks to be comforted. It wants security. The mind always wants to be in control. But it's an illusion. There is no control. And thoughts are just a commentary. Thoughts are just a commentary of what is being experienced by what we really are, by consciousness. The mind always needs something. The mind always has to want something, achieve something, always has to have a goal, a journey. Something's gonna happen tomorrow, next week, and 5 years from now. The mind always has to define everything and categorize and understand and know everything. We have to become better than we already are. That's what the mind is telling us. But we're not the mind. We only have a mind. We are that what is aware. We are consciousness. We are that what is looking through the eyes. Without judgment. We just see, we just recognize. The mind is what judges. The mind always has to define, categorize, put everything into boxes and label it. The mind always has to know, it has to gain knowledge. But consciousness is what knows without knowing. It just is. And the thoughts are just commentary of what is happening in the present moment, or what did happen, or what could happen. The mind always needs something outside of itself. The mind can never be enough for itself. It's why we have thoughts of not being good enough. Well, I did this, I did that. Why did I do that? The mind always asks questions. The mind always distracts itself from itself because it knows it's not good enough. It's not real. If you have thoughts of not being good enough, if you have thoughts of regret or failure, you don't have to believe your thoughts. You are not your mind. How can you be something that you are aware of? You are the awareness. You can't be something you perceive or observe. You are not your thoughts. And the reason you're suffering is because you put belief in your thoughts. The mind says, I'm not good enough yet. It doesn't allow itself to just be. It always has to be something. I am that kind of person that does these kind of things. And I want to be this kind of person. And I want to be able to do these kind of things. And I don't like this and that about me. And I have to change that about me. I'm not happy right now, but if I had X, Y, and Z, then I would be happy. If I just had this person in my life, then I would be happy. That's what the mind tells us. The mind always needs something outside of itself as a distraction. It always needs a distraction. It always needs to be preoccupied with something. And the mind will choose suffering just to be distracted from being in the present moment, because the mind cannot exist in the present moment. The mind can only exist in the past, in memories, in regret, in nostalgia, or in the future, in expectations, in longing, in wanting, in grasping, grabbing, convincing itself that one day I will be something, I will have something, right? This day will never come for the mind, because we already are perfect. You already are perfect. And you can't get rid of the thoughts if you try to get rid of them. So don't even try. But what you can do is stop believing them. Just let them arise. Just recognize them and Don't put anything of value in your thoughts. Don't invest in them. They just come and go. If people hurt you with what they say, you don't have to believe them either. You don't have to believe your own thoughts. You don't have to believe the thoughts of other people. But if you feel an emotion arising, if you feel like you're sad, you're hurt, you're angry, whatever, allow yourself to experience the emotion, because emotions are like thoughts. They just arise, and the reason they stay is because we hold on to them, because we put belief into them. Oh, I'm sad now. Why am I sad now? The mind always wants to know why. I'm sad now because this and that happened, and I cannot change that, and but I have to do something, and I will be sad now because of that until that and that happens. And the mind always needs structures and a map to exist, guidelines, rules. I cannot exist like this. I need to have a plan for my life. I need to have goals, and I need to have a journal and a calendar, and I need to. I don't know. I don't know. That's the point. Unknowing. Unknowing is liberation. You do not have to believe your thoughts.